and welcome back to another live stream here with Oxygen Not Included. Exciting news today. There was another new update that came out today in the beta branch. This update adding Rocketry to the game. So this is the Rocketry upgrade. So cool. I had a chance to kind of poke around before the stream. I set up this this little fake colony that we have here that is basically totally self-sustaining because it's all fake. I did it all in debug mode. But I wanted to be able to jump in and check out all the cool things that are going on with this upgrade. Look at all the neat new things we can do. We can build rockets. We can launch into outer space with our duplicants. We can teach them to be astronauts using training equipment. There's a new critter in the game called the Gassy Moo, which I'm pretty sure is a space cow. And I'm super excited to get into it. So we're starting a little early. I had this scheduled for 10 o'clock, but I thought, you know what? Forget it. Let's just jump in and start right away. The kids are already in bed. Good chance to get started and check out all the cool new stuff. So this colony here is pretty much self-sustaining because it doesn't really require anything. I can make food at will on this thing because I'm going to play it in debug mode, which is going to let us get right away to playing around with some of the new stuff, and we can check out all those cool things. Now I'm going to end up building a new colony for this upgrade, the same as I do for any other upgrade. But I just thought it'd be really neat to play around with all the cool new stuff first. So I'm just gonna get everything set up for this to be in debug mode here. And this will let me teleport things around. It'll let me build things without using any resources, like insta-building, insta-digging, all that kind of stuff. We might as well bring in another duplicant, because why not? We have an infinite amount of resources. So let's bring in, I don't want a flatulent. Let's bring in an narcoleptic, I guess. It's interesting they didn't put an attribute in here that's related to being an astronaut, like something that's like able to withstand big G-forces or something. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of neat if they had something that was specifically about being an astronaut, but keep this cycle for the whole colony? How do you mean? Like keep this colony and just use it to like go forward and build stuff? Because the tricky part with this is because I did all this in debug mode, they just kind of have, I haven't really gathered resources per se. I just sort of dig stuff up and build it instantly without any resource cost. But here's the planet anyway. I should get this. There we go. Oh, that didn't work. Come on. There we go. No. Stop it. All right. This isn't going to cooperate. I can't zoom out. There we go. That's better. So there's a planet. You can see we have still the same limit up here, but basically what we're going to have to do is build a rocket launching bay or whatever up here with the blast doors to open up and stuff, build a rocket inside of it, train our duplicants to be astronauts, and then send them on the rocket and then go explore outer space, which is pretty sweet. There's quite a few new buildings because they've added in this whole rocketry thing. So down here at the bottom, we have things like the kerosene rocket engine. It's all modular. So you have your kerosene rocket engine, liquid fuel tank, cargo bay, people peeing on the floor. Why are you peeing on the floor, buddy? What happened over here? Did I accidentally click on something? Why are you stuck on the wall? Something happened with my save. No! Okay, I don't know why that's over there, but we'll just plug this hole up. I don't know why I did that. I might have told them to dig there accidentally or something. So anyway, you build a rocket and then you can like fly it into space and explore. So up at the top now, they've added this new thing. Up here, there's the star map. So when you click on this, it gives you the view of outer space, and these are the different places you can blast off to. And there are different distances away. And depending on how far away they are, it takes like more or less cycles to get there. So you have to build a rocket that has a command module, an engine, and fuel. And then you add in other things based on what you want to do. So, for example, if you're going all the way out here to this organic mass out here because you want to go after the Gassy Moo, which is the new critter, and find some of the gas grass seed because apparently you need gas grass to feed the Gassy Moo. Imagine that. Then you have to actually build like a storage place in your rocket in order to bring it back. If you're going to go and gather gases or resources from another planet, then you can have like liquid storage tanks, you can have gas storage tanks. There's a liquid cargo tank there. This is the special cargo bay that you need with the Gassy Moo. There's your gas storage tank. So pretty cool all around, I think. Kind of want to build one of these and see what kind of inputs it has. But I think we actually have to do it on a rocket. I don't think I can just stick it anywhere. No, I can't. I can't put it just anywhere. But if I like... This would be the rocket that can't go anywhere. But there's like our kerosene rocket engine, and then you put like liquid fuel tank on top of that. And then you can put like your gas cargo storage. But you can see just how big this rocket ends up being by the time you build it. And I guess the more of these modules you put on it... Uh-oh. Who died? Oh, no! That's why he peed on the floor. Look at that. I managed to kill duplicants even in a colony that's not real. That's not fair. Okay, you know what? Nicola, you can go hide down here. We don't want to see you. You go over here. Just drop them into the void. We don't need that duplicant anyway. Wouldn't be a stream without P. Or duplicant death, apparently. Because we just killed off a duplicant, even though they're supposed to be pretty much invincible in here. Anyway, so this is what it's going to look like as you build your rocket. And I guess the heavier the rocket gets, the more fuel it takes in order to travel the distance. I think you can build like a couple different configurations for your rocket and stuff. Like it's so cool. Like I'm so excited to play around with this. But we're gonna need a rocket bay first, I guess. So I might as well get one of those set up so we have a place to do our rocket building. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we'll start with training somebody to be an astronaut, because we will have to do that. So if we go down here on our jobs board. Who do we have that could be an astronaut? So the menus kind of go way off to the right side now. So we have to get somebody all over here to astronaut, and they're gonna need like a crazy amount of morale, but that's okay. So there's the cadet, which is the initial one. Cadets are selected to undergo astronaut training. Mastery of the tenured scientist job, mastery of the exosuit engineer job, capable of performing operate jobs. So they have to do a whole bunch of training and stuff before they can even get to the point where they can get to that level to be a cadet in order to train them to be an actual astronaut, which gives them the trait astronaut and mastery of the cadet job. Pretty cool, though. See, you need a sandbox mode colony. This is a sandbox mode colony. I built this whole thing on just because I didn't click on the button that says sandbox. This whole colony was built in sandbox mode. I can just stack up all the duplicants we want. I mean, realistically, if I want another duplicant, I can just hit, I think it's Alt F2, Control F2. No, Control 2. Well, I can't remember the buttons actually to bring the duplicate in. There we go. It's Control F2. So we can bring in duplicants and stuff automatically. So if we really wanted to, we could create a horrible spinning death colony where we just teleport in like 100 duplicants and kill them all. So when are we going to be streaming Sea of Thieves and Car Mechanic Simulator again? I'm not sure exactly. I'm not streaming as many times a week right now. And I've been kind of poking around with a number of different games. What else we got in here that's new? So that's all the rocketry stuff. I don't think there's anything new in automation, space scanner. There is some new stuff for training the duplicants to be an astronaut. There's a telescope, conducts interstellar research to unlock new technologies, must be exposed to space. So I'm not sure what's required. It does interstellar research, but I'm not sure what it unlocks by actually doing that research. It's a pretty big building. We have to stick that out in outer space. So we'll maybe do one of those. Here's the astronaut training center. This is like this loop thing, and the duplicate gets into it, and then it like spins them around. So if we'll put like our astronaut training thing over here, maybe, and we'll get this connected up to the power supply. Okay, so now we need a cadet. Go check our job board, and who are the new duplicants we brought in? They can be a cadet. Catalina or Harold, I guess. They don't have any skills. Good job. That's okay. Because we're in debug mode, I can stick them over there anyway, even though they don't have the requisite job skills. Talk about being thrown into the job when you're not qualified. Wow! Oh, we gotta slow that down. Oh, he's not even keeping up with the rocket. Oh, there's a bug. Just a little graphics error. So it doesn't have any sound effects or anything yet. This is in the beta branch, so it's not in the live one yet. It's going to have bugs and things, so just be prepared for that. Sorry, I missed a bunch of super chats there as the stream was starting. Spaceman Spiff. Rockets. Finally, my dupe life has meaning. I know, right? It's going to be so cool to get them out in outer space. Thank you, everyone who had the super chats. There were a bunch that came out before the stream even started, from Polani and Rangi and Snoops and Moss A. Thank you again, as always, for the super chats and the support. How long is she going to spin on this thing for, I wonder? I also over-pressurized the colony a little bit. Everyone's got popped eardrums because I accidentally put in too much air. They've got like 12 kilograms of oxygen everywhere. So leave it to me. I have them in a colony with an infinite food supply, an unlimited quantity of air, and I still managed to kill them off by straining them away from the food by locking them in a little room. Let's speed this up so they get out of there. Get out of there, Catalina. All right. Apparently she's an narcoleptic. She can't fall asleep. The G-forces knocked her out. That's what it was. It's not a graphical error. It's a graphical feature. It's not a graphical feature until it's in the core part of the game. Before that, it's a graphical error. I kind of wanted to wake up and use the thing. There we go. Whee! Okay, so I think maybe it would have just been an issue because it was in fast forward mode. But anyway, this is like G-force training, basically. She spins around in this thing. And I'm sure they'll have other sound effects and stuff related to it that don't exist yet. This is also just temp art, obviously. So that's pretty cool. So we have that. What else do we have in here? The telescope we need to put on the surface. Now, I need to get a sight line up to the surface. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do this. So I'm going to play hot potato with a duplicant here. We'll pick this Mima over here. And we'll throw Mima up here. Apparently not. I must have not clicked on Mima. There we go. Groundskeeper Mima. Hot potato. It's funny with debug mode, it still doesn't. It doesn't expose everything, so you can see it still. You have to have a duplicate in the area, unless you have the window actually popped open. So we'll just move a duplicate around through space here inside the column or inside the asteroid, so we can unlock all this space so we can see things around us. That'll let us get a better view of what's up near the surface, because we're going to need to build a huge rocket chamber. And I do mean huge. Like, these rockets are massive. She looks so excited getting into that thing. Yeah. Their facial expression, like, just before it starts to move is hilarious. I get a kick out of that. All right, so I could actually see, with all the asteroids and stuff that they added before in the cosmic upgrade, it's going to be interesting to see how the rocket bay is actually going to manage against, like, having meteors and stuff hit. Like, granted, you can have, like, blast doors and that kind of stuff, but it seems like you still don't really get full protection from stuff. So I'm really curious to see if it's actually just going to get smashed almost, like, right away by incoming meteors, because the big meteors do quite a bit of damage. They can smash through all this upper layer stuff. And there's a lot of things in here that have, like, vacuum, too. All right, let's send Mima back down here. We've done all of our exploring. Thanks, Mima. Stressful ride, but at least you're not dead, like your friend. Okay. I kind of want to have a way to get in and out here, so we're also going to need, I didn't think of it when I was setting everything up, but we're going to need some spacesuits. Our duplicants, they need spacesuits. But for the meantime, let's try getting this, we'll throw this building up on the surface and see what happens. Stations, telescope. I'm sure this is going to require power, but maybe we can, like, oh, that's weird. I can't even see the thing. And now I can. Alright, we'll dig this out. There we go. Okay, so there's our crazy telescope thing in order to do space research. And I don't really know what it requires, but no gas intake, oxygen pipe, so it needs oxygen. How about that? Live epically, $5 super chat. It's going to be a long time till Cryptic brings me around again. To find... It's going to be a long time till Cryptic brings me around again to find I'm not the dupe they think I am at home. That's funny. Rocketsman. Okay, this requires what? Looks like we need gas input, so no gas intake for oxygen. Empty pipe, insufficient resource glass. Damage overheating. That's not great. How can it be overheating? This thing's in space. I wonder if maybe just the top of it is supposed to be showing. Let's deconstruct it. And we'll try building it in a way that just the top is showing. Just the tip. Just the tip. I need to see how big it is, though. Station. So I gotta go, looks like 3 tiles down if I'm gonna do this. I have a feeling it's not supposed to be in the ground, though. It doesn't really seem like it. Colony lacks tenured scientists. Well, we better fix that. Their stress is not in a good place. Alert, service breach. Service breach. It's not like even sing it. I don't know if I can sing it. It's gonna be a long, long time till Cryptic brings me back around to find not the dupe they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket dupe. It doesn't have quite that ring to it. Snoops, $2 super chat. Thanks, Mr. Fox, for succumbing to peer pressure. That's my middle name. Okay, we need scientists. Give me some scientists here. I think we had one duplicate we didn't assign to a job, so there's Harold. We'll make Harold a tenured scientist. Now, the tricky part is morale might be a bit of a problem to keep up with these guys. We do have like a proper bathroom setup. We have I did build like a grand hall and that kind of stuff, and I've even been feeding them good food. Actually, yeah, I mean, some of them are up to like 23 morale, so we might get there. Maybe. Duplicant needs a morale rating of 4. Morale rating of 25. So we got, yeah, some of them are close. I don't know. We might have to do a little bit more. Slow clap. I didn't say it was going to be good. You didn't ask for good. Let's see. Oil refinery, grass forge. Ooh, oxalite refinery. Catalyzes oxygen into oxalite using a small amount of gold. So that's new. That's a new building we have there. So we can make our own oxalite now without actually having to use the critter they added that breathes in oxygen and turns it into oxalite. What does it require? It uses 600 grams per second of oxygen, 3,000 milligrams per second of gold, 1.2 kilowatts of power. Puts out 600 grams per second of oxalite. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio, actually. That's not bad. Interesting. I love the new super chat bonus color in Discord. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Ventilation. So here's our gas bottler. Stores gas from pipes into bottles for manual transport. And there's now a gas bottle emptier. So now we can actually capture gases in different places, put them in bottles, carry them all around, and stick them somewhere else. So I feel like this actually this kind of has some utility. I mean, you think about some of the buildings that output gases that we don't really want to have in different areas. You could just send it into the gas bottler. Oops, where is it? There it is. Send it into the gas bottler because it does use an intake pipe. And they could just like bottle it up and store it. And then you could like take it out later when you don't necessarily need it. Or when you need it later or whatever. Which is kind of cool. Neat addition. I like that. I feel like that one's more like a quality of life kind of thing. Not unless you actually need to like bottle up gases and stuff for your rocket ride in order to make sure your people have the ability to breathe and stuff. I heard breathing's overrated, but they might need it. It looks like that is the bulk of the new stuff. Unless there's something hiding in here. Oh, liquid reservoir. So we have one of those also. It's funny they didn't put that in the plumbing. And then a gas reservoir. Stores the gas resource of your choosing. How big is this thing? It's not that big. How much can it store? Storage capacity 150 kilograms. That's a pretty decent amount. And in terms of the liquid reservoir, you can store 5 tons. So now, let's say, for example, I've always used this, always, but ever since they added in like all the polluted water and stuff we had to deal with germs and all that, I've just used like a separate room for that purpose. But it looks like now we could actually just create one of those little storage containers, stick the polluted water in there until we're ready later on to tap into it and take it out so we can actually refine it and stuff, clean it up. So another cool use, I guess, there for some of the stuff they put in. I'm going to get some oxygen pumped up to this thing. We're also going to need power. Now, for power, we can do that relatively easily, I think. The benefits of having debug mode. We'll use bunker tile, I guess. We'll just set all this in bunker tile. I really don't think this thing needs to be in the ground. Insufficient resource glass. Does it consume... Oh, research. Oh, okay. So that just takes you to the research tree. But maybe to get to these ones way out here for basic rocketry and stuff, maybe you have to have... Start your space program. Come on. This menu is a little weird right now. So, like, it's... You can't quite get over to the last item to be able to see it. So you can't see everything that's in that final research thing there. Now, we can see it actually in the in the menus when I'm actually trying to build stuff, but I can't necessarily see what's on there right now, which kind of stinks. So I'm sure that's a little bug they'll have to address. But I imagine they're having it set up now so we have to use the telescope to do a certain amount of research before we can do rocketry, maybe? Or maybe before the rocket's allowed to leave? It says it unlocks new technologies, must be exposed to space. I don't know. I don't know. It's a little hard because I'm doing this in debug mode, so in some ways, cheating's really not helping me because we're not getting the direct experience. So we're gonna throw a bunch of these out here. Now the asteroids are gonna be a problem. Well, we didn't need quite that much power, I guess, but we're producing lots. Rangy, $2 super chat. Pose super dupe. Purple is amazing. Ego boost. Oh, I can't do that. I'm just gonna do like a bunker tile there. Okay, let's try and like encase this thing in glass or something. Window tile. Try and protect it from the incoming meteors as much as we can. I mean, the glass isn't going to help against anything big. If it hits it, it's just going to smash through. But okay, so this has power now. Insufficient resource glass, 10 kilograms. So I guess they must use glass as a resource to do the actual research. Kind of like they use dirt and water in the other research stations. So certainly we'll need to do something about that. I guess we'll need to build... Let's try and level this off maybe a bit over here. Over here's what we're going to do, maybe our rocket depot thing. This will be our rocket hangar. It's kind of huge. It's also exposed to space, so we'll have to do something about that. We'll throw some bunker walls in here. Obviously, I need to clean up my space a little bit here. Get rid of all this. Oof, man, that slowed down. Okay, so that's all sealed off. Now we're going to need back walls for this, too. The telescope has a resource. The dupes must drop the telescope a lot. Well, yeah, I know, right? It's a little weird. A little weird, but that's okay. But again, it's similar to like using the research stations. Like, really, you got to use water and dirt as a resource in your research station. It's a little weird. But I guess it's just a way of like controlling the way that you do it. But we need some back walls in here, so we're going to need wallpaper. Drywall, I guess it is. Metal tile. Insulated tile. Where's our drywall again? Is that in utilities? Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. Can you imagine, like, in a real game, this is definitely late gameplay, because just imagine how long this would take to do. To get your duplicants to actually build it all. I probably don't even need it down at the bottom where there's actual back wall, but I'm not gonna risk it. Realistically, I probably don't need this at all. If I just keep it as a vacuum instead of trying to pressurize it with oxygen, we don't need this at all. Sounds like a dot matrix printer. I wish you could just highlight an area with this instead of doing individual tiles. It's kind of lame. Okay, so I'm going to deconstruct the background buildings here. All right, this is where we'll build our rocket. So this will be where duplicant rocket number 1 is going to go. Now, we do need an access point for these. So I imagine the duplicant needs to operate this machine. There is a seat in there and everything. So we'll probably have to get a duplicant up to the surface in order to use it. Which means we're going to need like airlock systems and everything here. Now there is, in the rocket systems here, there is a gantry that you use to get to the duplicants into the rocket. So we're going to put one of these on the side for now. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to need it, because we're going to have to... Oh, it's actually... Wait, is this an... Does it act as an elevator? Allows that duplicates... Oh my gosh. It plugs in. I wonder if it just goes in and out or if it goes up and down. That would be pretty cool if it went up and down. Seriously, though, this is fun bonus time. Thanks so much. Thanks, Pilani. Appreciate the super chats as always. Color in the lines. I don't know how to color in the lines. I failed kindergarten. I'm terrible. All right. It's a good thing we're doing this in debug mode. I can't. Even if I do accidentally break something really seriously, at least I know that I can fix it. So let's dig away all the way up top here. The duplicants can get up to this thing. Okay, now here's where we got to do the back wall stuff again. We're gonna go with bunker tiles in here. That can be all there, and then we're gonna put drywall back here. Hopefully coloring inside the lines. Okay. That should stop the vacuum of space from sucking up everyone into it. Oh, I forgot. I just made a little spill there. Whoops. Oh, look at all the resources sitting there, too. Let's just mop all this up. Now, obviously, if you're not in debug... Oh, he's flying! Oh, splat. Obviously, you're not in debug mode. You can't delete that much liquid at once, but... It's handy when you are. Yeah, you have to, in order to get access to this, you have to go into the beta branch. So, is it out for testing already? Yeah, they released it earlier today. Now, normally they would do a live stream where they're showing off the new stuff for beta testing, but they were doing hot lava as their live stream today. So, unfortunately, no, I don't want that. Come on, clean floor. So, unfortunately, they didn't show off all the new items, but still, very cool. I'm going to build a little airlock system here. Not because I have to, but just because I can. Fill this with some CO2 so I don't have to wait for it. Carbon dioxide, 1 kilogram. Is it creating enough of a pocket there? It should be. Yep. Okay, so that's where we'll send our astronauts out. They're probably going to want a way to get up there. I mean, we can teleport them, but realistically, we should have some way for them to get up. This is a long ladder. Good lord. This is amazing. It looked like there was a vapor trail there. That was weird. I wonder if that was venting gases. Oh, a rocket hit, like, right in here. Not a rocket, but a meteor hit. Oh, there's another one. Dude, stop it. All right. Well, clearly we're going to need to put some doors on this. They'll die before reaching the top of the ladder. Yeah, they will if they don't have spacesuits. I'll give them some spacesuits. My bigger concern is that they're going to get all the way up here and then have to use the bathroom. They'll be like, no, I got to pee. New roles, exciting stuff. Yeah, there's new jobs, new equipment and stuff. We can build rockets. Super cool. All right, well, they broke the glass already. That didn't take long. How does a duplicate get in here? There's no door. I'm very curious. I kind of want to... Well, I'm not really going to be able to test it because I already unlocked everything. So I can't send a duplicate in there to do research, but I gather he sits on the little seat in there and does whatever with the telescope thingy. I'm assuming. Why not use the pipes? What do you mean the pipes? Oh, the tubes. Yeah. We could use the tubes. That's right. That's a very good idea. Man, I haven't used those in so long. Where are they now? I don't even know where they put the tubes anymore. There they are. Transit tubes. That's amazing. All right, put a transit tube there. Give them a little pipe system up. That's a perfect use for transit tubes, actually. There we go. That'll need to be powered, of course, but that's okay because we have all this solar power up here. Take more of this out. We are going to need to store some of that power, though, because I just don't... I don't have anything really properly set up in this colony to save resources. So we'll set up some batteries in here anyway. Hopefully they don't overheat. Things up in near the surface here are crazy hot. Marcus Burnett. The top's not even. You're maybe right. It's all part of my fiendish plan. Trying to drive people who have OCD insane. Seems to be working. Okay. I think you can actually run wire through the ground, but I'm not going to do that. Ooh, actually, I used heavy watt wire up here. I need, I'm going to need some plates and stuff. Heavy watt joint plate. I don't think I can place... No, I can't just place these in debug. I actually got to break stuff. Heavy watt joint plate. Here we go. Grab the heavy watt wire. We'll run this down here. This can go into here. There we go. And then down at the bottom end here should be relatively easy because we actually have the gas system right here. So I could put another joint plate right here. Oh, actually I need to put a door there. I guess we could put it right here. Flip this around. Okay. That's not charging. It's not charging because this is not connected here somehow. There we go. Now it's charging. Perfect. Now it's charging. This one's charging. Okay, good. So the duplicates can get top to bottom really easy now. Boom. Man, that's the best. That's actually the best use I've seen for those things yet. Because when you're down like low in your colony, there's not really that many places you're traveling to that are so far away that you need to spend a ton of power and resources on it. Man, we really need some bunker doors on this thing. Okay, let's see what it takes to put the bunker doors in. And I wonder if we can actually open the bunker doors and have the rocket go through, or if the ends of the bunker doors actually become a barrier. Oh, space that just right. Each one of the doors requires 120 watts. That's a lot of power. I may have overdone it in terms of size with this this fancy rocket bay we made. Probably doesn't need to be quite this big. What the heck? Can I not connect these things? Oh, that's so bad. I can't even connect them. Uh-oh. Alright. I guess they decided... Whoops. Yeah, meant to do that. Vacuum of space and all. Put a weasel warp between each battery. Yeah, there's got to be an atmosphere in there for it to do the cooling, but what's the temperature like? Oh, it's all cold up here, actually. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. So it looks like they fixed it now so that it only heats up where the sun is actually shining on it or where a meteor hits. So that's cool. Good. So we don't really even need that. Oops. Get out of there. Deconstruct power wires. That's what I wanted to do. I kind of wish you could color these back tiles. You can make a fire pole for the for the fast exit, so you manual up. Oh yeah. Oh. Stop rocking my thing. Okay. So in this space is where we're going to build our rocket. Now we'll need... The tricky part is I don't think I can debug in fuel. I got to figure out how to work that. I mean, I should be able to like put it somewhere, but then we'll have to figure out how to load it into the rocket afterwards. So kerosene rocket engine. some ways I actually wonder whether we can... I'm going to use a double fuel tank on it. No liquid intake. That's fine. And then we'll do a special cargo bay. A regular cargo bay. Oh, that looks weird. Put it in a different order. We'll put the regular cargo bay first. And then special cargo bay. And then we'll put our command module at the top. That's one ugly rocket right there. So I think this is an extending bridge. We'll need to connect this to the power supply. But first, we're going to need a door here, of course. We'll deconstruct 3 tiles here. Or not. There we go. Man, when you're building up here and there's the vacuum behind you, you got to be careful. Just break a brick that is covering up space and suddenly you got a hole in outer space. I mean, not that we're worried about venting atmosphere and stuff, because I could just replace it easy enough, but in the context of a normal game, it could be tricky. Ooh, I bet you I need to do drywall behind this. Some of the door opens, you don't get enough space coming in. There we go. Okay, we're gonna power this with heavy watt wire. We'll see whether this connects. Oh yeah, it's got a big requirement on that thing. 1200 watt. Man, this thing is like, this whole setup is just, oh. Well, the glass is not good protection, clearly. Whoa, this is early. Yeah, I started the stream early tonight. The kids were in bed early. We were just sitting around talking anyway, and I thought, oh, you know what? Let's play around with it a little bit. We'll get some extra time in to actually poke around with all the new stuff. Lots of cool new things to play with in here, which is kind of great. I'll use a power transformer here. And stick this under some bunker tile. Just keep it safe. Protect it from the rays of the sun also. And we can connect all these with conductive wire. There we go. Those meteors are going to be a problem. They're going to constantly be smashing stuff on me, but... Oh, it retracts in and out. So it might have already been at the fully extended position, which means my whole rocket needs to move over. Interesting. Clearly I made a much much bigger area than we really need. Like by a large margin too. Hey Jack, how you doing? Welcome. YouTube says in 20 minutes. Yeah, I ended up starting early, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. For anyone who's just popping in now that was waiting for the stream to start, we were all sitting around here around 9 o'clock and didn't have a ton to do, so I decided just to kick it off. So we started like around 9:15 or so. Okay. So we have our rocket built. Obviously, this is going to need fuel. Now, it says it needs piping for it. Which is interesting. Surface breach, yep. That's fine. Let's check the pipe overlay for liquids. Okay, so we need rocket fuel to go into these. Now, the rocket fuel it uses is kerosene. We can set that over here. We'll fill it up with kerosene using debug mode, which would be easy enough. And we can just pipe it right in. Split it this way. Whoops. Yeah, that was great. Look at that. Even in debug mode, I can draw with derpy lines. Get these pipes out of here. All right. Take this out. They got a space over here. We can put kerosene. Obviously, this is going to need back walls. You know, this fancy drywall in here. We'll throw a bunker tile around it too, just trying to keep everything, everything derpy. There we go. What do you go for early stuff? I'm not sure what you mean by go for early stuff. Oh, you mean like the beta branch stuff? Yeah. So if you in Steam, here, let me show you quickly. It's easier if I just show you. In Steam, where Oxygen Not Included is in your menu, if you right-click on it and go to Properties, then that will bring you up to this view in Steam. If you click on Betas and click the drop-down here, you can choose the Rocketry upgrade testing, and that'll get you access to the beta. So, generally speaking, 2 weeks before any update comes out, they're putting it out as a beta for people to test for 2 weeks before they make it part of the core game. And then they'll fix bugs, they'll do tweaks, they'll finalize art, do all that kinds of stuff. But that'll give you an opportunity to play it a little bit early if you want to opt in for that. Just bear in mind that because it is the beta branch, it's going to be buggy. Sometimes things won't work properly. The art's not finalized, that kind of stuff. Things will change as you're playing. Potentially stuff could change in a way that messes up your base. Man, get the dirt off of here. I feel like the duplicates would spend a lot of time on the surface. Like when you have a surface base, they must spend a lot of time digging things out. We're going to need this power, I think. So let's try and double up on the glass, maybe. How many layers of glass can you do before it affects power, I wonder? Meteor damage. Oh, these meteors. Bane of my existence. Okay. So, we need kerosene in here. We can do that using the cell painter. Now, again, we're playing in debug mode, so obviously in a real game, you'd have to make your kerosene. This is very, very late game stuff. Like, you've got to manufacture a whole bunch of kerosene to use as... why don't I just type it in? Okay, kerosene's not an option. What kind of fuel does this use? It's a kerosene engine. Liquid fuel tank. Kerosene rocket engine. It's got to be something we can refine, right? So let's go look in the refinery and see. I mean, natural gas is maybe what it... No, it can't be that. Refinement, there we go. Water sieve, glass, oil refinery. Petroleum, I guess, is probably what it's going to be. Nope, apparently I can't search for petroleum either. All right, maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe it's just the search function. Because there's the petroleum. It's not even in alphabetical order the whole way through. These are all solids, liquids. Now, there's no kerosene as an option. Propane. Propane. That must be what we need. Propane liquid. We'll use, I don't know, 2,000 kilograms per tile at whatever temperature. Doesn't matter. We'll fill this up. Bloop. Okay. That didn't work. I made liquid propane and it vanished. Okay. We'll scratch that. Clearly that's not an option. Propane, oh, it flashed into a gas right away. Okay. So it can't be propane, because it's not staying liquid. Unless we have to cool it to the point where it goes... That would be awful. Petroleum? Alright, we'll go with petroleum. We'll give that a roll. Liquid petroleum. Let's paint this in. Okay. We'll try this out. Hopefully this is the fuel of choice. When you search petroleum, the scroll bar broke, which is why you could not see. Oh, I see. No, I don't think you're right. I think it is with a K, isn't it? Solids, gases, liquids. It's got to be the petroleum. I mean, the petroleum's fuel, so that would make sense. Dude, stop using debug mode. Come on. Why? I'm using debug mode for a reason. It would take us weeks to get to this point in order to see all this stuff. I'm just toying around with it to see how it works. This isn't a real colony that I'm playing with. We're just checking out all the new stuff because it just became available today. If you don't enjoy that, you're free to go somewhere else. Okay, we're going to need to pump this in. Throw a little liquid pump in here. Snap this up. There we go. Okay, we also need power, so we're going to have to tap into this power line we have going up here. Let's use a small power transformer for this. Throw some conductive wire down here. We don't even need conductive wire, but frankly, we're in debug mode. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, phew. Thought everything was going to freeze up there for a second. Okay. Hopefully, this is the right fuel. We're going to find out soon enough when it sends it in there. Slowly. Just speed things up. There's an entry that said oxygen liquid, and you misspelled petroleum on the search. Oh, did I? I got mad skills. Okay. It's not telling me anything's breaking. Petroleum, 80 kilograms. So hopefully this is going to be the right fuel. I still got to do something about this. This thing's not close enough. The gantry doesn't extend out. Is there an automation setup for the gantry? There is. Okay. So we're going to need a switch. Put a little switch here so they... Oh, there it goes. Okay, so that's as far as the gantry will reach out. So we're going to have to move it over. I would imagine it needs to go over 4 tiles. Gantry. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I would say when you're building your own colony, obviously it's probably better not to have it stuck way out like this, but... This is too cool. Oh, I need power on this thing now. Oh, where's the heavy watt? I don't get why the gantry takes so much power. Like 1,200 and change power. Like they're seriously expecting to have like a crazy amount. If you read your super chats, oh, did I miss something? Poe smart. Listen to Poe. Lol. Don't move the whole rocket. Just build a new extension ladder. Oh, that's what I did. I wasn't planning to move the whole rocket. Well, if you'd read your super chats, I don't see a super chat saying anything about the fuel. Last one I saw before Snoops was the one that said that the top wasn't even. Is this new game or sandbox? We're just playing around in debug mode, so it's totally sandboxing it right now. It would take a very, very long time to get to this point because there's a sheer amount of resources required here in terms of producing fuels, training up your duplicants to get to the right level, building all the stuff on the surface and everything. And look at that. It smashed the heck out of my... Well, it's a good thing we don't need that. Just obliterated the building on me. Those meteors are a pain. Okay. That's ready to go. Rocket is fueling. I feel like we need an astronaut. We have somebody trained as an astronaut anyway. At least we started training. Let's see if they're actually using this thing. Put this at priority 7. Get our astronaut trainee on board there. I think our gantry is 1 block too high. It looks like the door in the middle of the command module. Is it? You might be right. Oh yeah, that is the door there. Okay. I wonder if the gantry has to reach all the way across in front of it so they can walk onto it or not. Like, how does this build? Let's check. Oh yeah, see, it actually builds in front of it. And then the gantry pulls back so that the rocket can leave. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so we need to actually adjust this whole thing. Deconstruct this. Dope. So I've got it sticking out even farther than it needs to be. There we go. Little automation wire on here. I want to get a dupe in outer space. Come on. I wonder if I need to give him a spacesuit. Do they have to have the exosuit, I wonder? Wow, a rocket and Oni. Yeah, it is really neat. This is a pretty big rocket. Now I guess like you add to the weight of the rocket the more modules you put onto it, which lessens the distance it can travel. You can add additional fuel tanks to offset that so it can travel farther, but even the fuel adds more weight. I kind of wonder if they have to be stacked vertically like this, or if we can do like a double wide one, like with a double rocket booster at the back. It doesn't seem like there's any like real connective point in here, but I don't know. We'll see. Our quest today is gonna be to go get one of those Gassy Moo things, which is basically a space cow, I think. I'm pretty sure they added space cows. I'm convinced. Now our gantry needs a ladder. Yeah, I built one. It's got a ladder there, and then the door's like right here, so the platform extends out in front so they can get into it. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, I need the duplicants to put on an Atmos suit, I guess. Maybe I'll have them come out over here and go this way to put an Atmos suit on. I just wouldn't feel right sending my duplicants in outer space without having an Atmos suit. So let's build some of those. We'll need a station for this. Give them a checkpoint. Flip that around. A couple exosuits here. I might actually have to get to debug mode, or not debug mode, but to sandbox mode to put the suits in. Because my poor duplicants just don't have any resources to make them themselves. Okay, this needs power. Fortunately, easy enough to get up here. Let's lock this door. Alright, so that has power, but it doesn't have oxygen. Fortunately, I created an astronomical amount of oxygen in here by accident, so we have plenty to spare. We can pump out as much as we want to without impacting our duplicants in the slightest. Alright. That'll need power, which we can just hook up to the grid here. Ugh, come on. Derpy wire business. In theory, this should be easy. There's no atmosphere to exit through an extremely low gravity being on an asteroid. Yeah, one would think so. Tanks are full. Yeah, I'm curious to see what I have to do with the piping. So when the rocket takes off, I wonder if it'll just start spilling petroleum all over the floor, or if it just automatically disconnects for you. I don't know what the deal's going to be, but we'll find out. I'm really hoping we can get through the blast doors. I'm not sure whether you can fly a rocket through it or not. But without these, I would think that before you ever got all this stuff finished, it'd be hit by so many meteors you'd never be able to take off. So, I don't know. How do you tell a duplicant to go in the rock? Oh, there we go. Fuel tank's full. Fuel tank's full. Has fuel tanks. No destination selected. Has astronaut. That's so cool. Oh my god, I totally want to blast off. Okay, let's make some food for these guys so they're not starving. We'll give them something that's really, really high on the chain here. Give them a ton of it. Help with the morale overall. Because they're a little stressed. Oh, I'm gonna bring in another duplicant, I guess, too. Okay. How's our skill level on our astronaut? Oops. Incidentally, here's the new critter here. The Gassy Moo, domesticatable critter. Life is little is currently known to the Gassy Moo due to its alien nature and origin. It's capable of surviving in zero gravity atmosphere. It is dependent on a second alien species, gas grass, for its survival. Oh, it produces natural gas. That's interesting. So basically, it just farts a lot. It eats grass and farts. That's awesome. Oh, they're still training. I thought they were done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, man, look how long it takes. They must have to use this for a very long time. I was up there building for a while, and it's barely even started. We're going to bump things up a little bit. Because obviously, I don't really care to go through the trouble. I'm doing it the real way. There. All right, so she's no longer a cadet. She's a fully trained astronaut, so we have an astronaut available. Let's go check the checklist on our rocket up here again. She's got to change her hat. She's not a full astronaut yet, but that's okay. No destination selected. Show star map. So we go to the star map, and oh my gosh, look at this business. All this stuff was not here before. No destination selected. It has astronaut, kerosene rocket engine, liquid fuel tank, weight penalty. We can travel 2,600 kilometers. Is that it? If we're lucky, we can get to the carbon asteroid. That's crazy. Oh, no, wait. I see. Okay, hold on. Weight penalty is minus 2,600. So we can actually travel 37,400. So we can go... We should be able to get out to this planet if we pick this as our destination. Polani, $2 super chat. Hashtag AstroJoe. Also, hashtag Team Voltron. Hashtag Super Duper Perp. Thanks, Bo. Okay, so we pick a destination. We want to go after the new Moo dude. So we'll send them out there. Max range... Storage, special storage. This is cool. I wonder why the one liquid fuel tank is red. Maybe it's supposed to be like the secondary tank? No passengers, though. See rockets list. We have one rocket. Oh, we can name it. Oh, no, I thought I could name it. Rename this rocket. All right, so this one, what'd you say it was? We'll call this Astro Joe. Rocket Astro Joe. So we can have multiple rockets, too, to send them out on different missions at the same time to different places. If you have insane amounts of resources. So those people who are playing like a 3,500 cycle colony, this is for you. Go for a planet with lots of volcanoes. It's too far, 40,000. Well, 40,000 lines up here. So like here's the 10,000 line, 20,000, 30,000. Maybe it is that whole range area. You might be right. In which case we might need more fuel. Which means we'd have to move our gantry again. Oh my god, that would suck. Am I going to need a ranger to get the space cow? I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to be like when we go to another planet. I don't know if it just happens automatically and deals with its own thing. And just tells you what the outcome of the mission was or what the deal is. It's the whole thing's a mystery. I'm going to add another fuel tank so we can get out far enough. That is crazy, the amount of fuel that would take. Look at the sheer amount of resources to build all this. Like, these things take... Liquid fuel tanks are 1,300 refined metal. Oh, no, yeah, steel. 1,300 steel. It's crazy. Okay, cargo bay. No. Special cargo. Command module. Okay, we need more piping. Let's put it right here. There we go. Jake and Dalton and Super Chat. Team Rocket blasting off away. Soon. Hashtag soon. This rocket's gonna fly soonish. Okay. Get rid of this. We'll get rid of the wires. Get rid of our automation wires because we gotta refix all this stuff. Okay. So start with the gantry, I guess, since that has to stick out a certain distance. Put that there. Go for more bunker tile. Doesn't have to be bunker tile, but I'm just going to use it because we can. Get them the steps up to the gantry there. Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay, we need automation wire. There's no automation point on the rocket even, so we can't have stuff triggered based on that. I'm going to have to open up the doors up top, too, which means we're going to need automation wire for that. So maybe this switch can power everything. So when they hit the switch, it will... Oh! No, I need a NOT gate in there. Deconstruct automation. Cut this off. No, do the doors have to open all the way as soon as they start? You can't, like, reverse the pattern? I guess so. Man, those are slow. Cryptic, ever played Tales from Borderlands? We need to blast off sequence like from that. No, I haven't played Tales from the Borderlands, no. Oh, wait, it's a rocket? Yeah, they added Rocketry. This whole upgrade is called the Rocketry upgrade. So we have new stuff to research outer space. We have a rocket. There's planets you can blast off to. There's a training system so you can train your duplicants to be astronauts. This is not connected to the grid. Why isn't it? It's charged up, but it's not doing what the other solar panels are. That's really weird. Anyway. Okay, so that's finally set properly. Now let's check our distance. Okay, so now our max distance is 53,000. So we can... Oh, the planet's moved. Oh, cool. Huh. I wonder if at any point it will actually move into a closer range over time. That's interesting. Very cool. Gonna be so mad if you can't fly through those bunker doors, man. Me too, but they're easy enough to break. It's debug mode. I just don't know how you would do it otherwise. It's very weird. No passengers. Grounded. 7 modules. Okay, so we have our destination selected. I can't launch the mission, though, because we don't have the astronaut on board. So how do we get our astronaut up there? I guess we need to finish making the suits, I suppose. Which means we're gonna need something in here to actually make the suits, and we'll need a doorway out of here too. Let them run all the way out here. Buildings. There we go. Okay, that's that. We need our textile business. That is in refinement, is it? Sorry, not textiles. We need, it's a station, actually. We need exosuit forge. Which naturally needs power, because everything does. Okay, exosuit forge is ready. Now we need it. Unfortunately, we need to shear some Drecos or something. So let's do this easy way, I guess. We'll throw a screen door in here. Block this off. We'll turn this into our little Dreco place. We don't even have to feed them. We can just teleport them in and shave them. We'll give them a shearing station. I don't know if that actually needs to be a proper place for them, like a proper stable, but we'll just make sure. All right, so that's a stable. This will need power. There we go. Save it in case it crashes. Oh, that's a good idea. We don't want to have to start all over again. It's taking us like an hour to get here. Even in debug mode, with this colony already set up to run on its own without me having to pay any attention to it, we're still consuming tons of time getting this all built. Can you imagine how long it's going to take in a real game? Like, my lord. It's going to be something. It's going to be really cool when we can do it, but it is definitely going to be something. Okay, let's find some Drecos we can shave. Give them a little trim. There we go. There's one. Nope, that's a hydrogen I picked. Come on, give me the Dreco. I'm going to be upset if I can't pick this Dreco. There he is. Okay. We'll stick him in here. He's flying in space. That's not where... There we go. We don't even have to feed them. We can just teleport them in and shave them. That's a pretty loaded sentence. We have a rancher already, actually. I set one up because we had... I built a ranch in here. So just for the purposes of, I don't know, whatever, like taking care of the hatches. I didn't want to kill all the hatches off. So I created a ranch for them, and I set up a rancher. It's 2. Maybe we'll get a couple more, because I don't know how much it's going to take to make the suits. Oh my gosh, it's dragging a little bit. A little sluggish. Nope, this one's not cooperating. There we go. Oh, we stuck him in the floor. Can you get out of there, buddy? I hope you're not trapped there. Oh, there he goes. He fell like a slug from the ceiling. Great Padami, $5 super chat. Just a reminder, when you launch the rocket, allow for your potato aim. It's going to hit the inside of the door, and the whole thing's going to go boom. Be flaming petroleum everywhere. It's a good thing they don't have explosions in the game yet. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit probably for them to get to the point of shaving these guys. But let's set a high priority on this, because I do want that. I'm going to tell this to make 2 suits. Oh, what am I thinking? I'm in debug mode. I don't even need the resources. All right, whatever. Deliver exosuit. There we go. I forgot I could build them without the resources. What am I thinking? Hey, man, spawn exosuit. That's what I did. I'm not very bright. That's okay. Now they have... Didn't my rancher die? Oh, I don't know if it was... Oh, you're right. It was the rancher. Oh, my gosh. They're all so very slow. That's okay. Go check out the rocket, guys. Man, they really fly. That tube system's amazing. It goes so fast. Hooray, you're here. Don't pick up resources. That's not what I want you for. Where's our astronaut? Tell me Catalina is... No, hold on. Follow cam. Oh, of course she's not the one that's up there with the exosuit. She's busy relaxing on the massage table because she's got high stress because she's way over on the right-hand tier. It did tell me. Sometimes I miss stuff in chat when I'm focused on the game. I can't catch everything. Planning to do another playthrough for this update. Gotta get to the front of the dupe name train. Yeah, I am going to start a new colony. I just today, because this just was available today, and I didn't want to take weeks trying to get to it and then maybe not see it, I thought it'd be fun just to jump into debug mode, play around with all the new stuff before we start a brand new colony, and just take it from there. I have to figure out how to get the duplicant to go into the rocket. Do I just tell them to move to it? Let's try that. Stuff's taking overheat damage up here. Our power transformer is going to break down before we even get a chance to launch this thing. We'll get everything ready. The astronaut will be sitting inside. And what is going on out here? Liquid chlorine. Well, we made liquid chlorine. Good times. Oh, wait. There's our astronaut. Tell me you're getting in. Yes! She got in the rocket. There's no animation, but I wonder if they'll have one later. Oh, it's all ready. Show star map. We're ready to launch. That was super anticlimactic. Did we go? If there's no animation for the rocket, there it goes. Oh, jeez. Okay. So I learned something today. It goes through the bunker door, literally. it totally smashed my door. That's funny. It broke the wires too, I think. That was ridiculous. Yeah, it did. It broke the wires when the door broke. That's so funny. All right, let's connect up the wires again. All right, so note to self, you don't have to retract the gantry because it took off without it. And you don't need to open the doors because it just flies through them. I should have put it on regular speed. I didn't know. I didn't. Now I'm disappointed. It's still pumping fuel out here. That's weird. That's got to be a bug. It's still fueling even though the rocket's not there anymore. So let's check our star map and see if we can tell where our rocket is. Apparently not. I forget what they said the conversion was for the like the ratio of the number of days it takes for it to travel. Hold on here. I think they had something here for it. I saw an update. Gantry is now part of the basic rocketry research tech. Fix the crash that would occur when opening the star map. Fix the crash that occur when loading a dupe into the plumber roll. Fix the crash that occur when placing the gantry. Mission duration scale changed to 3 cycles per distance. So it's going to take like 12 cycles for them to get all the way out here. That'll be a little bit. Oh, look at this all broke too. Of course it did. Why wouldn't ya? Why wouldn't ya? All right, let's make it out of steel maybe. Maybe steel will be a little bit more resistant. There we go. Gone forever? Maybe. Is Catalina okay? Yeah. Is Catalina okay? Will Catalina ever make it back to the Duplicant asteroid? Will she be lost in space forever, hanging out with Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy in their space race? No one knows. I hate that we have to wait 12 cycles to find out what happened. You rebuilt those doors and locked her out. Oh, yeah, well, I don't know how that works. Hold on, let's open the doors. Boop. There we go. We'll retract so that retracts the gantry. The door is open. I guess I should have done that before we blasted off. That might have saved my doors. Amazing Grace. Where did the rocket go? I sent the rocket out here. So we launched our mission. It's headed to this planet, the organic mass. We can see the status of the rocket is underway. But it doesn't really give us a sense of where it is yet. It's not really drawn on the map here anywhere that I can see. So I don't know. I guess we just have to hang out. I don't even know what happens when they get out there. Like I'm really curious to see if it's going to be a case of you like get the duplicant out of the rocket and explore, or it just assumes they gather back the amount of resources that you have the storage capacity for in the rocket that you sent. I mean, I don't know. Could debug make the time even faster? Oh, you know what? I think it actually can. Hold on a second. I gotta look up the commands for debug mode. Oxygen. I think it might be Control Z. Nope. Are the rocket places just wide enough to fit through one of the doors? Are the rocket pieces? That's a good question. Let's find out. I think the biggest piece is the engine. No. So, either they're expecting you won't have doors on your launch bay, or having the doors open will suffice. I mean, I don't know. It smashed it because I had it closed. But if it had been open, I wonder if it would have just passed through. Somebody needs to make that launch... needs to make that launch to be a bit continued meme. You know what? We have an infinite number of duplicants. And an infinite number of supplies. Let's do another rocket launch. We'll test the ability of this thing to like do the launch with the doors open without smashing things. And see. Oh, I can't put a rocket here because there's already a rocket there. That's interesting. Huh. I could put a second rocket though. We'll have to do a gantry on the other side. This rocket will send maybe like a lesser distance. Let's just send it for... We'll give it a... Whoops. We'll give it a liquid cargo tank. So we'll pick up some water or something maybe. Throw a cargo bay on too, I guess. And a command module. Okay, now this one's going to need a gantry from the other side, I guess. How am I gonna get the duplicates over there? I guess I could just do like a junction tube here, I suppose. Okay. Clean the ground. Yeah, clean the ground's easy. Just clear the floor. Actually, should I do this now or should I muck around with debug mode first? Let me see if I can speed up time with debug mode first. Just block that off. Okay, debug mode for speedy time. Visual test debug. Go to the ice planet? Yeah, I'm gonna try going to the ice planet, see if we can get like bring back some liquid water or something. Ultra chest mode. I think it might be control U. Did that do it? Nope, that was not it. What is the speedy thing? You can build 4 rockets and launch them to create Voltron Force. Get them all to connect together in outer space. That'd be funny. There is a way to get like super fast time on this. I can't find the command for it. Ultra test mode, spawn, place, instant build mode, dig, discover all elements. And your dupe suffering. Oh, the asteroids are falling inside of meteors. Oh no! Okay, we found a black hole. It's Alt Z. All right. Oh yeah, debug super speed. There it is. Oh, actually, we saved it before the rocket launch, but it does have an autosave, so we should be able to start up with the start off where it cut off at least. Alt Z super speed, yeah. It's hard to multitask and pay attention to the chat and search that at the same time. Okay, we can resume. We're only on cycle 13. Oh my gosh, it feels like it should be so much longer. The comet hit me. That's right. It hit our colony so hard it just knocked me right out of the game. Right as the comet hits the rocket. Yeah, so that's what happens when a rocket gets hit. Yep. Comet comes in, smashes your rocket, crashes the game. Really should look at chat more. Yeah, it's hard sometimes when you're playing. Okay. Alt Z. Yeah, Alt Z's not doing anything at all. Good times. Oh, it's not. Hold on, I gotta put it in debug mode first. There we go. 3. There we go. Now we're good. Nope. Alt Z still not doing anything. Good times. I can't go any faster. Alt and Z, that's what I'm hitting, but it's not doing anything. It's in debug mode, but it's not working. Try putting the launch at the bottom. How do you mean? Oh, look, this. Oh, no. Is that what I think that is? I can't zoom in or anything. What's going on here? There we go. Ooh, ultra zoom. Look at this. Our intrepid astronaut left the spacesuit behind. So when they go in the rocket, they actually dropped the ammo suit. It was completely pointless to spend the time actually trying to give them one. Hooray! We wasted time. I know it says it is Alt Z, but I'm hitting Alt Z, and presently nothing is happening. It's not going into super speed. Or is it? No, it's not. Oh, maybe. No, it is. It's not very visible. Because these look like they're going a lot faster now. I thought it was supposed to simulate a whole bunch of cycles really quickly, but I don't know how much faster it's actually gone. Could you put a rocket down underground and make a giant hold up to the surface? Maybe. I mean, it smashed through the doors. It might smash away all the way to the surface. You have to use right alt labeled Alt GRC. I don't know. Whatever. It's not really working. Well, I tried Control U. That's like the ultimate debug mode or whatever. Ultra test mode. But Control U, it might have been what caused the crash before. Oh, you have to keep it held down. All right. Well, it's going to take a little while because that, even though the rocket is pretty quick, it's going to take like 12 cycles to get all the way out there. I really wish it would show it on the map so you could see where it is in terms of progress. All we know is that it's underway. All right. Hopefully it'll give us an alert if like it actually makes it there. That'd be novel. I want to try to see how much an asteroid can smash through if it goes through the right doors. Okay, let's build another rocket. Same as I was going to do before. We'll need another gantry. Jeez. This door's just getting hammered. You know what we'll do is we'll build a ladder. We'll let the duplicant go all the way down to the bottom. And then they can go run up to the gantry on the other side. Ugh. Debug mode really enables my derpy ladders. Okay. So we'll go like that. Let's build another rocket over here. Where is it going? Is he going to get the ammo suit? I didn't even tell you to go here yet. We'll do liquid cargo. We'll do some regular cargo. Throw a command module on here. Hook up our piping. Nope. There we go. Okay, that'll do that. We can do our gantry right here. Actually, I only need to move this over like one tile. I was going all crazy before, but I don't need to. Let's go like this. Oh. We've exposed our little rocket place to the troubles of space. All right. Obviously, need to do a couple more tiles here. Can you set up the bunker doors to close when there is a meteor warning? Isn't that a thing? There is, yeah. So the trick with the meteor detection system is you actually need kind of like a grid setup. So you need to have a couple of them on the surface in order for it to detect. All right, that's all ready. Once this rocket's fueled up, we can set a destination for it. Fuel tank. Destination does not have an astronaut, so we'll need to change jobs for somebody else. Who? Oh, look, Travaldo. You can be our latest guinea pig. Travaldo. Astronaut of 0 skill. And this will go really well. He's basically the equivalent of like the trained monkeys they used to send into space, or like a pet dog or something that you're blasting off into outer space. Oh, there's always people disliking it. Don't worry about it. All right, let's get Travaldo up here. Travaldo. Move to the rocket. Oh, he can't go in there. Why couldn't he go in there? That's Harold. Harold's not going to do... You know what? Harold's already up here. Let's make Harold an astronaut. Harold, congratulations. You just got a promotion. He went from being an art student to an astronaut. Who knew? There you go. Oh, you know why he couldn't go there is because it needed an exosuit. Oh, no. The trouble's going to be... They're going to be locked... I'll have to turn off the gates down there. Dun, dun, dun. No, what are you doing? Why didn't he go into the rocket? Is it because he hasn't had any astronaut training? Travaldo! Don't do this to me, man. Maybe I need to set a destination first. How far can this rocket go? We'll go... Status. This is the grounded one. We'll pick this rocket. It can travel 37,400. So we'll send it to the ice planet. Now maybe Travaldo will go in. Or Harold, rather. Go back to the rocket, buddy. Don't worry about your pee break. Just get in the rocket. Why won't he go? Missing parts of the rocket? I don't think so. We have an engine. We have fuel tanks. We have storage reserve stuff. And we have a command module. That's all we need. We don't really need a liquid output for this thing. Oh, maybe we do. Maybe it has to have a place to output the liquid when it comes back before it will allow you to... I mean, it's got everything. It says everything is good to go. It just needs an astronaut. And our astronaut left. Food is spoiled. Dupes are starving. Oh, yeah. All right. That's fine. Just give them more food. He needs a hat. Oh, yeah. That's what the problem is. He had to run back to get the hat. Aha. Look at you being clever. Gastrophobia. Well, nobody needs to cook since we're just, like, magicking the food into existence, so that's fine. So he's got to run all the way down, drop off his spacesuit, go and hit his punch card to switch hats to get the astronaut hat, and then he can go up and use the rocket. That's what it is. All your food is spoiled. Your dupes will starve soon. It's fine. We're in debug mode, so even if they did die, I could just magic them into existence again. It's fine. Who's this guy? That's Harold. All right, Harold. Oh, man, he goes fast. Harold, buddy, tell me you're going in the rocket. What the? He just... all right. Bye, Harold. Harold's gone. No, Harold. He just... Yeah. All right. That was a thing. Harold's a tenured scientist. Where did he go to exactly? Travaldo's I gotta turn the gate off down here. They can't reach it because of this silly astronaut suit thing. And the funny thing is, they don't even need the Atmos suit. but Harold just like ran up there and disappeared into space. He's there somewhere. He's a tenured scientist. Although I thought he switched hats. I know I set him as an astronaut, but all right, that's funny. There we go. Let's get Travoldo up here and see if he can successfully get into the rocket. Harold's was starting with the Stardust now, yeah. He just teleported into nothingness. He ran into the wrong rocket, which wasn't there, and now he's gone. He's just gone. Hold your breath. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got going on here? Who's this? Turner? Where are you going, Turner? Why is the art student Turner running down here so quickly? Oh, he really desperately needed to disinfect that tile. Okay, good job, buddy. No! Go in the rocket! We'll go in the rocket! Make another job board by the rocket. That's a good idea. I should do that. Okay, I think maybe I have to set up an exit pipe for the liquid that's here when it comes back. So let's assume that this is going to go out here. And we'll give it like a reservoir to kind of dump the stuff into. Maybe this is what the problem is. Maybe it's just not going to let me do anything until we have this. Where's that plumbing? Throw a liquid vent here. Throw some drywall in. And they'll be good to go. All right, that's ready. Clear the floor. All right, Travoldo, where do you go? Is that Travoldo suffocating? Probably is. Hooray, suffocation. It's a game everyone can play. He's taking the ladder. What are you doing, buddy? You gotta... okay. Well, I don't know if he's just gasping for breath, but we'll give them another way down so they have an alternate route. That took no resources at all. It's fine. Is the gantry lined up right? It is. Yeah, it should be fine. It's got the walkway under the door. Maybe it's got to be a little bit farther away. Maybe it can't overhang that far. I feel like it should be fine, but we'll test it. There's no harm in testing it. Let's deconstruct this. We'll shift the gantry over one spot. See if that makes a difference. Maybe it has to like reach just to the door kind of thing. It's entirely possible and semi-plausible. Oops. Maybe this will fix the problem. That would be good. Can you turn off disinfecting? Yeah, I could. Not super worried about it. It makes me laugh. Oops, I need to plug in. Oh, you know what? The gantry's not plugged in. That's why it wasn't launching. We've got to have the gantry plugged in. Otherwise, the rocket's a no-go. It's no-go for launch. Oop. Yeah, this should probably be on the same automation switch, I guess. Okay, this time when we send our intrepid astronaut out there, we're going to set this thing into regular speed so we can see it launch properly. Let's get our Travoldo up here. All right, move to the rocket. It's time to start your space mission, buddy. That other rocket's only been in space for like 3 cycles so far. They're both on the same switch now, so they'll both retract. He's still not getting in. Oh my god. Okay, wait, buddy. Pick this suit up. I need these to deliver exosuit. Or just magically produce another exosuit. Okay. Maybe they do need the suit. I mean, I don't know. They might need it. Maybe they have to have the suit. But when they go in the rocket, they dump it on the ground. So it's kind of weird. It's a little weird. Okay, this and possible that. A person translate him for him to get there. What? Destroys electricity as it launches. It probably will. It's going to smash the wires as it goes by. Astronaut needs exosuit. Yeah, the reason why I thought they might not need it is because when Caroline got in the rocket, she dumped the astrosuit on the ground. So this is the Atmo suit that she was wearing when she got in the rocket. And so presumably she's not wearing one now, unless it causes like some sort of weird duplication bug kind of thing. Yeah. I don't think it's a graphics bug. I think I'm doing something wrong, and it's something that was different with Caroline. I think it might actually be the Atmo suit. Maybe they need that to get in the rocket. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Harold didn't get in the rocket though either, but he was probably running to get another hat. Okay, let's try this again. Oh man, that goes so much faster when it's not unpaused. Okay, back to the rocket door. Let's try this again. Maybe Astronaut does need suit first, but yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe it has to recognize they're wearing an Atmo suit when they get there, even though they take it off. Maybe taking it off is a bug, and it's not supposed to happen. Nope. He won't get in the rocket. Get in the rocket, buddy. Are you too good for your home? Dude, you're an maybe, I don't know, maybe he needs astronaut training. Yeah, he's got the skill. We have him set up as an astronaut. This is not good. Maybe it's not able to do multiple rockets at the same time yet. Even though it looks like clearly you can. Because it gives you the choice of like choosing the rocket you want to look at and everything. But the only thing this is missing is an astronaut. Maybe I had to pick the rocket first? No, I think I already had it picked. I don't know. It worked fine for the other one. Evening, Mr. CrypticFox. This isn't going to end up in an Apollo 13 kind of situation, is it? No, we're actually at this point, it's less Apollo 13 and more like Stranger Things. we had a duplicate run to the end of this gangplank with no rocket there and just vanish into space. They're now in the Upside Down, and we may see them back later again. It's hard to say. We need some boys from the 1980s to go rescue them. You need a smarter astronaut. Try teleporting a hatch in there. It's a job board higher priority. Well, they already have the job, though. It's not even the job board. It's not even that. I'll set it priority 9, I guess. Okay, let's try Lex Colony Cadet. You know what? Maybe they need to be a cadet first. Maybe they need to do a little G-Force training. We'll try doing this. We'll lower their job. We'll set Travaldo down here. And we'll give Travaldo some G-Force training. Because we did have Caroline running on this G-Force training machine earlier. Oh, apparently RAL is too low for the job? What's RAL? You mean like morale? They don't have to, I mean, they shouldn't have to have a certain amount of cheeriness to do the work. The morale setting is really just about how it affects them over time. Whether they become like more and more disgruntled. But we've already launched one duplicant into space. For some reason, this second one is proving to be a challenge. Look at all those light books. He hasn't gotten the hat yet. Looks like he has an art hat. Oh, does he? Oh, yeah. Where's Travaldo? Elton or Mima. Oh, does Travaldo not even have a bed? I don't even have no bedrooms for the duplicants that are in here. All right, there's Travaldo. Go get your hat, buddy. After you go pee. You can go pee first. Now go get your hat. Or get a massage. You know, that's fine too. Who needs a hat? This is crazy. When you hovered over to Ms. Morale was too low to perform job. Well, does it actually say too low to perform? No, it says it's the duplicate morale is too low for the assigned job, so they will suffer stress. What all it means is that they're not happy enough. It doesn't stop them from working, because it's the same thing with her. Duplicate morale is too low for the assigned job, but we got her into space. Catalina. Pick another dupes. Another sacrifice. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's pick Harold again. We'll set Harold to astronaut. You can go from tenured science to astronaut. Go switch your hat, buddy. Or you could go whatever it is you're doing there. What are you doing? Go change your job. You're supposed to be doing a different job. Go change your job. Now, take a nap first. Oh, good. You're the perfect astronaut. See, he's not. Okay, I think there's a bug right now. Something's going on. I'm gonna save this. We'll close it out and reopen it, because it looks like they're not changing jobs, and that must be why they won't get in the rocket. Keep trying to super chat and still won't let you. Oh, sorry to hear that, eh? All right. We'll exit to the menu. We'll load the game back in, and we'll see if... oops, I don't want to load the game. And we'll see if that fixes it, because it looks like they're not switching hats. Harold, where did he come from? They're just all default duplicate names. I didn't bother renaming them in here, because this is just a... He changed my job. This is just a debug game that I'm playing. He changed my job. They took our jobs. Didn't Harold disappear? Yes. It was Harold that went up in there and disappeared. I guess he's back. He made it back from the upside down. Some girl with psychic powers and a bunch of kids from the 80s must have rescued him. There's Travoldo. Okay, Travoldo, go show me. No. No. Now Meep doesn't even have a hat. You know what? Meep the astronaut sounds like the perfect astronaut. Let's give them all. Get out of here, Harold. We don't need you guys. Oh, no, wait. We need Catalina, because she's actually in space already. We should probably not take her job away. I don't know what that'll do to the game. But we'll make Meep an astronaut, too, because astronaut Meep is the perfect Meep. Oh, look. He put on the art hat. That's got to be the astronaut hat temporarily. Because he didn't have a hat on. And he didn't go to the job board. Same as Harold. So weird. Okay, let's try this. Meep, get in the rocket. Meep can't go there. Why can't you go there? Oh, the suit was already... Okay, yeah. They'd already decided that they were going to take the suit. Okay, let's put another suit out here. Set this up for delivery. Now we'll try to get Meep up there. This is like work. Meep, savior of the universe. There we go. All right, Meep, show us the good news. Oh, the rocket's back. You're right. How did that happen? Waiting to land, apparently. Clearly, animations are not like a key thing here. Open the door, see if it magically reappears in landing position. I don't know. It says it's waiting to land, but it's already here. I think they need to work on the animation still. This is only the day one of this being available in the test branch, so... Oh, he's going to try and walk out on the gantry when it's not there. That'll be fun. Because I took away their job. Well, I mean, it might be. I didn't leave the menu. I was hoping it would be a non-issue, but... Okay, Meep. Let's get you back out in space. I know I took away your pathing, but go back there now. Go get in the rocket. Tell me you can get in now. Hey, Meat made it in. And it doesn't look like he dropped his exosuit, so it must have just been a bug that first time. Oh, there goes Catalina into the rocket that... Okay. Is it landed now, officially? I feel like something broke. It still says waiting to land. All right, get out here. Launch mission. And then let's get this rocket here. We're going to send this one to the ice planet. Let's launch that mission. Put this in play mode. There goes the rocket. I forgot to open the door again. Whoops. Well, how about that? The other rocket disappeared. Well, they're both underway now. All right. Super weird. I feel like... Oh my gosh. Of course I forgot to open the doors again. If I can't put oil in the cars when I'm playing Car Mechanic Simulator, I can't remember to open the launch bay doors. Just don't trust me with the Starship Enterprise. That's too funny. Good lord. All right, well, I guess the missions are underway. They're going to take a while. I wish there was some indicator here of how long it would take. But you do what you can, I guess. That was slow. That was regular speed, yeah. This is broken. Well, this is the very first day of this being available. It's in the beta branch. It's not in the full version of the game yet. Some things aren't going to work exactly as expected. I'm sure there'll be additional sound effects, additional animations. You can see the artwork isn't even finished yet. It's just fun to play around with it. Don't forget automation wire. Oh, yeah. Oh, it didn't break the automation wire this time. That's funny. All right. That Draco climbing all the way up here. And we're apparently leaking gas out of nowhere. That's good. Right in the middle of nothing. Oh, that's funny. Redo the wire to the bunker doors. It doesn't even need it. There's the electrical wire. There's the automation wire. It's all fine. It didn't break it that time for some reason. I think it was because I accidentally deleted the wire when I was getting rid of the broken doors last time. Am I a Trekkie? I do like Star Trek. I don't know that I'm a Trekkie, but... Or a Trekker, or whatever they want to call themselves. But I do like the show. You're the kind of guy to back up in a closed garage door. That's never happened to me, Caleb. I swear. Forgetting to put oil in the cars when we're repairing them in Auto Mechanic Simulator or Car Mechanic Simulator? Yes, absolutely. We should send that Draco to space. He'll be the first one. First Draco to visit another planet. Okay, so we're kind of in a holding pattern now while we wait for our intrepid astronauts to go out there and do fun things. Let's bring back another duplicant in, I guess. Mouth breather, pacifist 9L. All right. Print to you. Enjoy. The funny thing is, even though they're not here, they're out in space somewhere. Their beds are still occupied. Funny how that works. Oh, so I have Travaldo as a cadet now. I kind of want him to go use this machine. I get a laugh out of this thing. For temp art, this thing's pretty awesome. Fox didn't notice Catalina's cargo. She had cargo? I didn't think she was out there long enough. Temperature overlay. Let's take a look. It should be fine. We're not really doing anything that's generating any heat in here, so temperature's fine. Now, up here, temperatures are a little different. Stuff on the surface I noticed was cold, except where the sun was directly shining on it. Whereas before, everything was like crazy hot. Oh, it is all heating up now. More so. Oh, we're running out of power up here because we got all this overheat damage. That's crazy. Get all this out of here. Deconstruct all these. Make some more solar panels out of glass. That's funny. Oh, I guess so. All right. Thought it was something else we made them out of, but all right, we'll go with this. There we go. Power restored. Transit tube right next to the geyser. What about it now? There's a transit tube like right here. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Oh, this is broken. Oh, that doesn't matter actually. That wire was just the priming wire. So we can just deconstruct that. Oh, you wanted to see the heat down here. Nope. I don't know. I'm confused. This game's an emotional roller coaster. Yeah, I mean, we're sitting like waiting now, trying to figure out what's going to happen with the rockets. How much also do you have the alternated bunker glass door over your panels? I'm not really sure. I mean, we could put it in a detection system to close them off when they detect rockets, but they take so long to open and close. I feel like you lose a lot of power that way. Any plans to continue playing Graveyard Keeper? I do, absolutely. I'll have to be starting all over again, though. So the 1.0 release of the game came out on the 15th. And I think it sort of knocks out the saves from the alpha version of the game. So I probably have to start it all over again. Okay, Jordan, you're welcome to never return. Thanks. What you have? It'd be something nice to get something like glass steel that would prevent asteroid damage. That would be neat. Yeah, it is kind of a weird setup that way. It's not the sun; it's the regolith. Well, the regolith is all heated up, but is it getting heated by the sun, or is it just naturally hot? Because it's all the stuff on the surface is hot that way. But the stuff right underneath it isn't. And this is regolith too. Mafic rock and regolith. So it's only where the sun is able to shine on it. Like if we check our light overlay, you can see where the light is getting through. And then we check our heat overlay and you can see that it's heating up in those places where the light's actually shining on it. You can jump to a location on the map with shift and number control with the number to dedicate to a location. Oh, can you? That's handy. So if we set this gantry, you can say you can hit shift a number and control on a number to dedicate the location. Control 1. So if we go over here, then we can go shift 1. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Hotkeys. I never use hotkeys. I'm so bad. Catherine Sai started the 1.0 release and was able to see her beta save. Oh, nice. Cool. I'll have to try that then. Hopefully I can pull it up. It'd be nice not to have to start all over again. Definitely can't play your old save. Okay, so we're getting mixed messages now. Some people are saying you can, some saying you can't. Regolith for Meteor is 200 degrees Celsius. Regolith at Meteor starts cold. Oh, I see. So as the meteors hit and kind of pile up on the surface, that's when you start getting all the hot gases and stuff up there. I really wish you could see on this map where the rockets are. That's my big wish. I'm just anxious for the rockets to return. Can you go through all the new stuff? Oxalite refinery? Yeah, so down here there is... well, obviously the rocket stuff is all new. So you can build rockets in the gantry in order to launch them. Down in the refinery... refinement section, we have the oxalite refinery. So this consumes 600 grams per second of oxygen, as well as 3,000 milligrams per second of gold. And it converts that into oxalite at 600 grams per second. So it basically just converts it into oxalite that you can then carry off somewhere else. I'm not sure what necessarily what you would use this for, unless maybe you're trying to produce more hydrogen, but you're overpressurized for oxygen and need the oxygen to go away. You could maybe turn it into oxalite and then store it somewhere so that it's not coming out. So there's that. I don't know that there was a ton else other than the rockets and the oxalite machine. Oh, the telescope, which you have to build on the surface in order to do research, to get some, probably for the rocketing research. Because I went through debug mode and unlocked everything, we didn't see what the progression was there. Oh, food shortage again. They're just not storing this stuff quickly enough, even though it has priority 8. Maybe I gotta be plugged in. Maybe they won't plug them into unplugged refrigerators anymore. Stock up on stuffed berries. H to go back to the printing pod? That's handy. I'm the worst person in the world for using hotkeys in games. I don't know what it is. I have like some sort of a mental barrier. I just don't do it. Aren't diamond see-through tiles more durable? I mean, can we make... I don't think you can make them. Oh, yeah. All right. We can make diamond ones. Sweet. I imagine it would be. Actually, those were diamond ones. Because it defaults to diamond. Boop, 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 boop. I think I made these out of diamond. Yeah, these are already made out of diamond. We already... Sorry about that. I couldn't get to the mute button fast enough. It's going to be so overwhelmed with new players when it releases. I guess so, but I mean, this is all very late game stuff. Like, in playing the game, you don't have to get into this level of complexity. You can, it can take a long time just to get your colony to the point where you can get here. I mean, I'm using debug mode, so we skip past all that early stuff, but like this is weeks of playtime to get this much material. I mean, all the petroleum that you're going to need, all the materials to build all the rockets, the sheer amount of power production you have to have in order to power all those things up. The gantry alone is 1,200 watts. It's crazy. I forgot you said a hotkey. Oh, I did too. See, I'm telling you. I've got a mental barrier. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm broken. I just want to see the guy using the test thing again. Trevaldo. Oh, he's got 100% skill already, so he won't do that. All right, let's swap Trevaldo out. We'll put Gossman up here. I want Gossman to take a spin on this thing. Don't get control F4 when you get missed off. Don't press it. Yeah. Whee! Go gadget Gossman. What kind of food are in the fridges set to store? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe, oh no, they're storing something in there. I don't know what it is, though. You're right, I might have produced a food that I hadn't set it to store. That's probably what it was. Freakers as to what the campaign is going to be like in Oni. Well, I don't know that there necessarily is a campaign. There's 2 game modes now. So this is the survival mode, and the other one is called, like, No Sweat. Or whatever, but I guess it's supposed to be more like a customized mode where you can kind of sort of customize it around. Yeah, this animation's awesome. Ah! The facial expression when they're getting in and is just about to move is priceless. Only reason is because you don't. Yeah, that's what it is. The hotkey thing is just, and it's for all games. I mean. I'm a little bit better with games like real-time strategy games because you're just using them constantly all the time. Games like this, I really could be hotKeying more because all these things down here have hotkeys. I have a mental barrier. I can't do it. You're the astronaut train constantly screaming. Yeah. They're all out for break time. No, I have other things connected into this power supply, so I don't even know that they can work. The arcade cabinet and jukebox and everything right now. Come on, guys. Break time. The Vomit Comet. That'd be a good name. Try the No Sweats. Didn't see a difference, really. Yeah, it seems like it's more just intending you to customize the settings. But you can choose custom when you're setting up a normal game, too. So I'm not sure what the deal is. They weren't really specific in the patch notes, unfortunately. Oh, right. I forgot I don't have enough beds for everybody. That's probably why they're a little stressed. I guess we could build another bedroom up here. We have 5 duplicants right now. And only 4 beds. So I'm going to get the palatial room up here, I guess. There we go. Okay, they can all sleep again. Hooray! Default schedule will work. Oh, it's what it's called in IRL vomit comment. Oh, there's a weird graphic bug there. Like it's like flying around without the rocket now. Ah! Ah! like the airplane that goes not really at 0G. But this is supposed to be simulating high G force, not low G. It's already 11 and nothing happened. What do you mean nothing happened? You're joking, right? We built this whole thing. We launched a rocket into space and sent it off to another planet to go search for stuff. I feel like something happened. Let's just reject all. I'm gonna... Oh, what happened? Why is there a little regular wire there? That makes no sense. Oh, okay, that's just the priming wire on there still. It's not even connected to anything. There we go. Messing with my brain. Making my brain pan hurt. It's kind of like a centrifuge, yeah. It just spins around and it's supposed to simulate high G-force, so like you get the sensation of blood rushing away from your head. It's only been 4 cycles. That takes so long. I might be accidentally storing the eggs. Oh, it could be, yeah. Yep, there's raw egg in there. And if I check the actual storage containers... Oh, yeah, they're falling out and cracking, so we don't want critter eggs in here. There we go. There's an egg there on the ground. That's okay. It doesn't really matter though. They don't need food. I can mass produce it in debug mode. I made 100,000 kilocalories in a couple seconds. It's pretty easy. See that? I managed to hit it after scrolling up there halfway. I love this game way too much though. It's getting unhealthy. Yeah, it's such a good game. There's just so much to do with it now. Like I think about when the game came out, and I really had a really fun time playing it, and there really wasn't all that much in the game to do. I mean, you were basically building out the rudiments of a colony. You couldn't really get to a point of sustainability. You were fighting against limited resources, but there was only so much you could do. Now there's just so much, like with the geysers and stuff, all the different things you can do to produce more materials and things, all the neat little stuff, like even sending your duplicants into outer space now. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, yeah, it would be amazing if they stumbled away, like all dizzy and stuff. But like I said, this is still early. Think about when the jukebox, when we were looking at that in the beta branch as well, and the duplicants would just stand there in front of it. They didn't dance or anything, so you know there's still animations and stuff. I'm sure they'll be adding. I think it'd be great if they like stumbled away and threw up, but it would also be kind of messy. But if you could actually get them to throw up every time they run on that, every time they use that thing. Think about the water resource. Just line up a whole bunch of those, set a bunch of people as astronauts. There's like space cadets and have them all train until they throw up. Put it over top of some mesh tile. Every time they get off, you get some water. Sandbox spawn a space cow? Okay, yeah, we can do that. If I can remember how to get into sandbox mode. Ooh, there's no option for sandbox mode. Isn't it normally in here? You click on sandbox? Consumables, research, priorities. I see no sandbox option. No! Oh, there we go. Unlock sandbox mode. There we go. Enable sandbox mode. Pop this out. Oops. Okay, so we want a critter. We're going to go our spawner. We don't want mush bars. We want creatures. We want moos. And apparently the Gassy Moo is the only one. Let's put them in here. Oh, those things are great. They're not moving, but they're great. Oh my gosh, look. They're It looks like they're... It looks like they're farting gas out of the cow's nipples. That's just so wrong. I don't think that's the case. I think they've got little holes there or whatever, but that's just... Those are awesome. That's definitely my favorite looking critter so far, I think. A space manatee, that's right. Yeah, they're farty walruses. They're farty manatees. They produce natural gas. So right now they're exuding natural gas in here. Actually, what do they need? Oh, they need grass to eat. So we have to have gas grass. I don't know if we can actually grow the things in here using this, but we should be able to spawn in some seeds. Foods, plants, seeds, gas grass seeds. Okay, so I have no idea what these require to grow. Let's try and do like do a little experimentation. Cancel this. All right, gas grass seeds. So an alien grass variety that's eaten by space cows. Ooh, it has to grow in chlorine. This plant requires 500 grams per cycle of chlorine for basic growth. Which makes me think we might have to send liquid chlorine in here. Because with the farm tiles there's no other way to do it. So let's try and set that up. Again, this would be probably a lot more work if we were doing it in a real game. Because this is all very easy to do, but okay. So if we set up our farm tiles in here, we're gonna use go to food, throw some hydroponic tiles in here. I'm gonna build a little reservoir for our liquid chlorine. Oh, I guess I can actually probably just use this instead. We're gonna fill liquids, chlorine. Oh, right, forgot about that. I hate how everything's in Kelvin, but all the degrees it gives you in the game are all in Celsius. Minus 71 degrees Celsius, and it's already flashing into a gas. Oh, because it changed to minus. All right. It's fine. Okay, we need a pump in here. This is so weird. I wonder how you stop this from changing. Like sublimating into a gas while it's going through the pipeline. Conductive wire. Might as well add it to here, because why not? We'll see if we can get some of these seeds to grow. Now, the tricky part is going to be that this is going to have to be planted by the duplicants. I can't spawn plant them this way. So we'll just go like this. Deconstruct buildings. We'll throw a little door in here. There we go. Okay, we'll set this for gas grass seeds. Oh, that is... Look at that. That's the weirdest looking thing. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Yep. Good. Irrigation chlorine. So it's another complication. So in order to have the space cows, you're going to have to be able to produce liquid chlorine. Plants in space. It says minus 273K to 75K. Oh, does it? No, that's Celsius. Minus 273 Celsius to 75 Celsius. So that's what I'm saying. Like, all the tooltips in the game are all based on Celsius and stuff, but the actual things when you're using debug mode or using sandbox mode, it gives it to you in Kelvin, so you have to do the conversion. It's kind of messy. Very cold pipes. Yeah, I used insulated pipes, but you don't really have a choice. See, they're just... it doesn't even look like it's that cold, but... How's the temperature in the room affected? So... That just goes to show you, like, the tiles here aren't really affected that much by the temperature of what's in them. Minus 70 degrees Celsius chlorine. And it's only sitting at 15 degrees. You can find liquid chlorine in the ice biomes repeatedly. Well, I also found it up near the surface, too. It's actually pooling up where we have our batteries. It was pooling up in here. So here's some liquid chlorine on the ground there. It's a little hard to see because it's kind of messy up there, but I can't get enough of the duplicant spinning on that thing. It makes me laugh. Did you cut out for a bit? Get a massive error where nothing on YouTube would work. Nope, I don't think so. I think everything seems to have been going along fine. You should be able to change the type of thermal value in them. In sandbox mode? No, I don't think so. It's all based on absolute temperatures. I don't think you can. It would be nice if you could though, or if it just would default to what the rest of the game represents. That's easier than converting. Well, see, I'm in Canada, so we use Celsius anyway. So I'm familiar with Celsius measurements, but it's Kelvin that's messed up. Because 0 degrees Kelvin is like the theoretical coldest possible, because at that point the molecules in the atom simply stop moving. Best animation ever. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Gonna add the new gassy grass to the feeder. I guess I'm gonna have to. I'll have to get a feeder set up for that. Food. Critter feeder. Alright. So it's called Gassy Moo, right? That's what these guys are? Yeah, Gassy Moo. Doesn't look like an option. I think they actually eat it where it grows in the same way that Drecos just eat the plants. But let's see. Overcrowded and glum. Poor guys. They're still 100% wild. They're not tamed at all. So I can't see what their calorie count's like. But it says it eats the grass. So I have a feeling that if they're going to eat it where it grows in the same way. Does it need light? No, I don't think so. Nope. Needs a body temperature, air pressure, and irrigation. It doesn't say anything about requiring light. Oh, sleeping, too dark. Oh, it does need light. Oh, how about that? It's weird. You know, they used to put it in the requirements if it had to have light. All right, so you've got a better eye than I do. I will confess. Let's throw a light in here. Ceiling light. There we go. How about now? Requires 2,000 lux. Oh, that's great. Do I have to grow it on the surface? So again, another measure that it's hard to look at. So this requires, this requires 20,000 lux. But it doesn't tell you how much light is output by this thing. This gives you DTUs. So again, two systems that don't match up. Sleeping too dark. All right, let's go crazy with the lights in here and see what happens. I have a feeling this might have to be grown on the surface, because these guys aren't affected by weightlessness or lack of oxygen. Yeah, I need space. I thought so. Okay. All right, let's try growing some on the surface. This is insane. Like, I don't know how... Oh, just in time to watch it get smashed. Kaboom! I don't know how you would do this. I mean, stuff gets broken constantly on the surface. How am I going to set up like... Alright. There we go. This would be a real chore to have to do. Okay, that didn't work at all. In the context of a normal game, like, this would be a real chore. Alright, I have a hydrophonic parm tiles. English is not my first language. Just fill it full of shine bugs in there. I wonder if the shine bugs produce enough light for that. I don't know. We'll see. Making the mega shine bug in there. Well, let's try, if we go to spawner, Where's our critters? Shine bugs. Abyss bug. Sun nymph. Radiant nymph. That's pretty bright. It's still too dark. It's so bright you can't even look at it. It's still too dark in there. Is there there must be a shine bug that has like a better brightness. Those were the sun ones. Is it the radiant bugs? Are those the ones that are like super bright? It's glowing a little bit. It's still too dark. Shine bugs don't produce light if overcrowded. Oh, well, they shone for a little bit. Now they're not. Now we put so many in there, we're gonna cause lag. Yeah, they stopped shining. I'm gonna try growing on the surface and see what happens. We'll see what it looks like. Can't you dig the surface and let the sun go through? Yeah, you can. But it's still like the meteors can still fall down in that space that you have to create in order to get up there. Ooh, man, it's getting really laggy now. I may have populated a lot of shine bugs there. Alright, I'm gonna need a transformer here. Because they're more than meets the eye. Oh, come on. The game's a little sluggish when you spawn in a whole ton of bugs. Those flying pigs are manatees. I mean, they call them Gassy Moos, so I feel like they're supposed to be like space cows. That's my take on it anyway. Oh, that was weird. That's not what I want. Thanks for the super chat though, Jess. Yeah, I mean, with a name like Gassy Moo, I feel like it's gotta be a cow. Oh, we want fill, actually. Fill that with liquid chlorine. That's pumping up to that. We'll set these for gas grass, which I don't have any of. Fantastic. Spawning more seeds. It needs air pressure. That's great. So it has to survive. It needs air pressure. It needs the light from outer space. And it has to survive the meteor storm. That's fantastic. I feel like this particular plant is just going to be too much of a pain to grow. Alright. Cover this up with some diamond tile. Like, that's insane. You're more welcome than a kitten on a dairy farm. Kaboom! Okay, hold on. We gotta paint some atmosphere in here. Fill. We want to fill this with a gas. Preferably of the oxygen variety, so we can send a duplicant in at some point. Whoops. Did I do that? I just made it rain liquid chlorine in outer space. Whoops. I had it set to oxygen gas, though. I don't understand. That is hilarious. On the plus side, it's glowing. It's growing nicely in here. But it's not domestic. What did I do? That's a really cool looking effect, though. It's kind of like molten copper, but it's all chlorine. There's no atmosphere. It's all getting sucked away, but that's so funny. That was a lot of chlorine. It covered like the whole surface. Look at it. It's like the whole surface got buried in liquid chlorine. That was a very cool looking effect. And you can see where look at the direction the vacuum moves. It moves to the right. Because everything that was over here drained off before the stuff over here. That's weird. Whoops. Just a minor mistake. Hold on, I have an idea. This isn't, these things aren't domesticated. They're not growing. So I think I might need to dig this up. That'll give me the seeds, and then we'll use Alt F2 to put a duplicant in here. Or is it Control F2? Control F2, there we go. Oh, you fell through the floor. Get out of the floor! No, don't encase yourself. Come on. Get out of the floor. There we go. Okay, now we need to plant all these. There. Now we get domesticated moo grass. Almost made a chlorine atmosphere. Yeah. We're trying to build our own alien planet here. Oh, come on. Stop fixing it. Just do the gardening stuff. Yeah, the plus that there's no germs in space now. That's right. Oh my gosh. New plans for rocket fuel? I mean, maybe. I mean, the Gassy Moo makes natural gas. And the grass here is actually for the Gassy Moo to eat. Okay, there. Now he's planting all the seeds. Apparently it doesn't recognize that tile's fixed. Halted for pressure. It's a little warm in there, apparently. Oh, great. We need gas in here. Oxygen. There's only 88 grams of oxygen. That's funny. All right, fill with oxygen. Look how big that is. That's good lord. Sprinkle. That's what I want. I want sprinkling. That's what I did wrong. I did fill with chlorine. I wanted to sprinkle the oxygen in. We're losing gas here. It's like dropping constantly. Okay, hold on. Maybe I need back wall behind the brick? That's weird. Sprinkle some more oxygen in. No germs. Just brush noise. Oh, it's only dropping 1 kilogram. There. Okay, it's a little cold there, but we'll get you out of here. Here, you go down here. No, I got the plant. There we go. May, you go in here. Have a little swim. Maybe the glitch tile. It could be. I mean, I did put some stuff behind it, I thought. It's holding pressure now. Okay, so that is now growing. which means we can teleport some moo cows up there. So we'll pick this guy. Come on, I got the Gassy Moo picked. There we go. The little animation underneath him is just so disturbing for me. The regolith is going to kill your plants? Maybe. You know what? Really? Apparently using the clear floor command makes the Gassy Moo go away. Let's try that again. There we go. That's better. Oh, we didn't kill the dupe. We're just preserving him for future science missions. Don't you worry. I'm sure he'll be fine. Growing at 0%. So it's funny. It looked like it had grown more, but now it's not. 9%. Okay. Sweet. Still no return to the rockets. What's our star map look like? Does it actually show anything? Nope. It wouldn't know any different. I don't even remember what cycle we launched them on. You wanted a little drama, that's right. Get rid of the shine bugs. We should get rid of the shine bugs. Sweep those guys out of there. Look at them all. You think they're considering it crowded? I'm not entirely sure. Let's go clear floor. Yeah, that got them. So long, shine bugs. There we go. No more shine bugs. Well, there's a little bit, but... One more cycle? Okay. Did I do that? What is that, space sea cow? These are the Gassy Moos. It's like... it farts out natural gas, basically. Only I don't think it's coming out of its bum. It's basically like a space cow for natural gas. It's kind of crazy. Oh god, other celestial bodies' greatness update confirmed. Yep, so they've got like a whole star map here where you can send your duplicants to another planet after you build a rocket and stuff. It's tons of fun. If you're just popping in now, we've been playing around with the new update for Oxygen Not Included. Ooh, a rocket's back. So what happens with the stuff that's in it? Like what? It still says waiting to land. That's very weird. Okay, let's see if we have to like open up the bay or something. They might not have a landing animation yet, which might be why it's uh-oh, I lost power. Oh, I wonder why I lost power. Can't imagine why nothing's working here. I don't get it. I guess I need to get rid of all these. Like, I don't know how you keep something on the surface intact. The meteor showers are just so frequent that you end up having to close the doors constantly, and they take forever to close. So we'd have to like set up a whole detection grid, and then probably just recognize that we're not going to have power all the time, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It's very strange to me. These are supposedly powered up now. Okay. Somewhere. Oh, this is broken. We have to deconstruct that. Okay, power restored. Rockets waiting to land. Yeah, so I'm opening up the doors. I have a feeling they don't have a landing animation yet, which is why the rocket just sort of reappears here. I have no idea what's required to land. Because the only buttons down here are launch mission. So if I pick the rocket... there doesn't seem to be like a choice to have it land. I don't know. Oh, it doesn't have an astronaut anymore. So I guess it has landed, even though it says it's waiting to land. I don't know. This whole thing confuses me with the whole rocket landing thing. There's not really a lot of clear information about what's supposed to happen. They have both plastics and metals reinforced glass. Should be a thing. Yeah. Yeah, some kind of reinforcement. I mean, the glass is made out of diamond right now. So, you know, it should be okay, but the trouble is, yeah, Dupe died because they were going for a swim here in this vat of liquid chlorine. May's blinking. She's pretending. She's faking it. She's faking it. Okay, so here's our tank with no contents. That's great. We got none of that. And we had nothing. So, clearly this isn't finished yet. Nevertheless, it's getting a little bit late. It's already 11:30 Eastern time. I've been streaming for a couple hours, and it's ridiculously hot in here for some reason. I need to go hit the air conditioning. But this is the update for the new Rocketry upgrade. I'm going to start a brand new colony, so we can actually build this up from the ground up and work our way towards rocket ships and stuff. We'll try to make that a priority. Now, we were just playing around with debug mode today because I wanted to see all the stuff that was in it, and clearly there's a lot of setup that I have to go into it, like in terms of producing fuel and all the rocket parts and getting power systems ready and being all set up on the surface and everything. So lots to do to actually make it work, but it's pretty neat when it gets going. This is the first day that this has been available, so there are some bugs and stuff. It looks like there's still some unfinished content in here, and that's all fine. I'm sure that stuff will kind of come along afterwards as they get a chance to start working their way through it a little bit, and we'll see what kind of new animations and sound effects and all that kind of stuff they have in here. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the stream. To all those of you who sent in a super chat, I appreciate that as well. We'll be back. The next time I stream this will probably be on Tuesday night, and we'll start a brand new colony then in this new upgrade, and try to work our way towards getting rocket ships in a real game as opposed to just magicking them in and having like auto building all the supplies. It's going to take a while. Like it took quite a bit even just in debug mode where I have unlimited resources and instant building to put all this stuff into play. Obviously, I made this rocket bay a little bit big relative to what we actually need, but yeah, it's been tons of fun at least. But thanks everyone for checking it out. I may be streaming tomorrow night. I haven't decided yet, so just keep an eye out on the channel for that. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I generally stream Oxygen Not Included on both Tuesday nights and Thursday nights at either 9 p.m. Eastern or 10 p.m. Eastern. But I appreciate all of you for coming to hang out this evening and play a little bit. And I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.